taking two old people on a Saturday morning, taking pictures for the book for us. And let's see, what was it she said? She made us, no, but she made a comment. She said, now you know I can't do miracles. Thank you, Emily.
But Deuce look good. My puppy dog. Deuce look great.
Deuce takes the prize. We also have a cousin, first cousin, Johnny King, who cannot be here today. He's in Fort Pierce, Florida. But without Johnny, we would not be sitting here today. He pushed us. He wanted to read every story. He asked us to finish the book, finish the book. And we finished the book and had no publisher. And so he turned around and found us a publisher. Deeds Publishing. Bob and Jan Babcock are back here. Thank God for them. The man who did it all for us, who turned our sentences into good sentences. He edited the book, Luther Knight. Where's Luther? I love you so much. Stand up. And just let me tell you, he didn't charge us a penny. That's love. He is the author of 4 novels, murder mysteries. They're excellent.
Not right now, in a minute.
Thank you. And his wife, Janice, is with him. Thank you, Janice, for reading the stories as well. Luther has a wonderful way of rearranging a sentence that we wrote into saying exactly what we meant to say. And that's what a good editor does. Thank you so much. We owe a lot of thanks, and gosh, I was going to name all the classmates here. I was going to.
Get started.
Just stand up.
I can't. Stand up, all my classmates, our classmates. Just look at this. Many of these classmates are in the book. And if you would like for them to sign your book, I think they will. They would love to sign your book. But thank you so much for being here. Rita, we sent her a couple of the chapters to read of what she was in. And she sent us a note back and she says, golly, I wonder who's going to play me in the movie. So I wrote her back and said, the prettiest little redhead they could find. Pretty good. We just had to let her sign off on it so she wouldn't sue us. What, Rita?
I had my fingers crossed.
Legs. Okay, we had 3 individuals that we did not know, but contacted them to write an endorsement for our book. We sent them a few chapters and asked them if they would mind sending an endorsement for the book. And they wrote some of the most pleasant and kind words about our book. And we are so appreciative. They didn't know us and we didn't know them. And they are Ben Mitchell. Is Ben here? Oh my God, come up here, man. I've never met you before. He's the author of a book Without One Plea. And it's staged in Mississippi. Diane Shore is the author of many children's books from, I believe it is Marietta, Georgia. Her daughter's here. Jennifer, is Jennifer here? She was supposed to be here today. Okay, and then a lady from Houston, Texas, who works at the Houston Chronicle. Her name is Michelle Smith, and all 3 of them said some of the nicest things that we could we couldn't have written it. If we wanted to write the words, that's what we would have written. So we thank them so much. There are two other people that helped to do some creative contributions to the book. On the cover, you will notice that Margaret we're dressed exactly alike, but Margaret's very neat and proper. Even her little pinafore, what you call it? Whatever. It's so nice and neat, and her legs are together, you know, and mine's hanging off the side. Well, in the picture, the leg wasn't even there. So this guy, Michael Good, somehow transposed Margaret's left leg onto the book. Go figure, technology. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Now that's the only two things that are both hers on in that book. The other lady is Linda Pope from Tempe, close to Tempe, Arizona, who did some proofreading for us in marketing. Is Dr. Butts here? My boss? Is Michael here? Close enough. Tell you, Daddy, put in a good word for me, will you? All right. And I was going to name all the older generation ladies and gentlemen who are here, but golly, I don't think I can. Except there's several people here, like Miss Pritchard, who raised us. You know, you had your mama, and then you had other people in your life who raised you. And Miss Pritchard, would you please stand up? You are a godsend. Look, turn around. Turn around. Couldn't have made it without you. And so many other people. Thank you so much. I didn't know if Bob or Jan wanted to say anything, as long as it's nice. You're rushing toward us.
I've been waiting to say something about you.
This is our publisher. This is Bob Babcock.
Luther, you do great work. You know, I first met these ladies through their cousin John, who has been a longtime friend of mine, who I've never met, but we're email buddies. We have a great love for the military and Ernest Hemingway and World War II and all that connection. And he called me right before Thanksgiving. He said, Bob, would you be interested in doing a book about twins? I said, I've never done a book about twins. I said, I guess. And he said, well, I said, say more. And he did. He said, I've got some cousins who wrote a great book. So we talked right after Thanksgiving, and we said, yeah, that's nice. And they sent me a copy of it, and Jan and I read it, and we said, we love it. And Luther said, you do good work, Luther. We first met the Tuesday after Christmas. And we signed a contract, and today is the 6th of March. Luther, you do good work, man. If we didn't have such a well-edited book to start with, but these ladies are fabulous to work with. Jan, Mark, our son, who, you'll see that, like the green on that cover? That was a sepia cover until Mark, our son, our creative director, got a hold of it and made it green. And he colored it for us. So, I mean, the three of us at Deeds Publishing love doing this, and this is one of our favorite author teams. Thank you.
Renegotiate that contract now. We're his only author team. I don't want to be that with the mic. So we pretty much said everything we want, the people we want to thank and all, except for one person. This is the person that I started my life with. It's the person that I kicked while I was still in my mama's tummy. My mother wanted to know whichever child comes out first, I want to know because she's the kicker. That was me. And Margaret has often said throughout our life, since I was 25 minutes older than she, that that's the only 25 minutes of peace and quiet she's ever had. And I can't remember it. She is my soul. She is my soul. I have children, I have grandchildren, I have friends. But Margaret is the best gift God ever gave me for a lifetime. Thank you. Okay, now we've said our piece, and we would like to open up if anybody would like to ask a question or want to know something about anything. It's yours.
We may answer it. We may not. Okay, Becky.
I haven't read the book yet, but I think the title is Genius. Which one of y'all came up with it?
Let me tell you about that. We couldn't decide whether to call it Y'all Twins or Which is Which. We get that all the time. The first thing out of somebody's mouth, they'll go like this. Y'all Twins. We named it Y'all Twins. We went to Walmart, and this elderly man starts walking towards us, and he's going like this. And he gets up to us, and he says, "Excuse me, are y'all twins?" And I said, we named the book correctly because everywhere we go, that's what we get. Y'all twins. So, thank you. I think it's genius too. I thought of it. Okay. Does anybody else have another question we may answer, we may not? This is not a tell-all book. It's a tell-some book. And we may answer, we may not, but we'll tell some more in the next one.
Sit down.
Okay, good. Enjoy yourselves. We'll sign.
We'll sign it.